Tommy is stealing it.
Okay, guys, that's right. Jesse, you're logging on, mate. The channel's flat. Sorry, Nathan? You're playing with your phone, mate, but you're not logging on.
I'm just waiting for it to log on.
It doesn't look like it's doing anything, mate. You haven't even turned it on, have you? Nathan? Yes. Still down. Okay, guys, listen up while you're waiting to get on. Last week you had a look at different levels of language. Okay, so you had a look at machine language. So what we're going to do today, we're going to write some code. Okay, and then you're going to compile it. Does anyone want to tell me what compiling means? Somebody wants to tell me? Okay, so compiling changes it from the language that you've written it in to machine language, so the computer can understand it. Okay? You wouldn't write it straight in machine language because it would be too hard for you to understand, it'd be ones and zeros. We can't leave it in the language that we write it in because the computer won't understand it. So after we've written our program, we compile it. Now we used to have a Pascal compiler in our system, and when we changed over to the new system, we lost it. The lawyer can't find it and get it back on there again. So unfortunately, what we're going to do today, we're going to write our program either in Notepad or Dreamweaver if you've got it on there, or Notepad Plus if you want, or Genie. You just write it in Notepad if you like. But then we're going to paste it on an online. We're going to paste it onto an online compiler, and that will run it for us. Okay? So you just do a Google now for Pascal compiler. Okay, but if your mouse isn't working real well, you'll need to put a book underneath it.
Good search for
Pascal compiler. Okay, that's not it. Jump to the... That's not it. Okay, it should be the one that allows you to compile a number of different languages. Have you found the one?
You want to sign up for Smart Accountable, and I was like, can I be a timer? And then like, you sure can. I would like
Lucian's not here today. He logged into that dialog box, right? Just try free compiler or online compiler rather than Pascal. Sydney, are you looking for it?
Yes, sir.
You might want to open up Explorer then.
Hey, sir. What do I type in Notepad?
No, not Notepad yet. On Explorer, you're trying to find a Pascal compiler.
I might have found one, sir. Look at this. Free Pascal.
No, not free Pascal.org. That's where you get the Pascal. Okay, it's called onlinecompiler.net. Geez, I got it first go. Onlinecompiler.net is the address. Eli, I've told you twice what it is, you haven't bothered to go there. How can I have to separate you guys? Are you there, Ethan? Nathan, are you there?
I think so. Is this?
Looks like it.
No, that's wrong, man. Online compiler.
Okay, then on the left-hand side,
Compile online.
click Pascal. I told you the address. It's called onlinecompiler.net. Not in the address bar. Onlinecompiler.net. Onlinecompiler.net. Okay, so you go on to Pascal. Thank you. Two people that listen.
Is it online compiler or
Onlinecompiler.net.
Yes, I've done
You're
it.
there, Ellie, now press Pascal on the left.
Just type in, just done that. Program hello world. Bar. Hey. Begin. I did. Hello world.
You're there. Okay, let's just have a look before we start. Okay, guys, I'm pretty sure back in Taste the Week, I asked you just a couple of things. One is that if I'm talking, you don't. Okay, I'm getting a little bit annoyed with the lack of manners you got in the classroom. Don't get cranky at me when I throw you out. Okay, if you want to talk, I'll shut up and listen to you. But if I'm speaking, you shut up. We'll listen to each other. Don't try to compete with me, and I'm not going to compete with you. As soon as you hear me start talking, you stop and listen. It's the same as someone else if answering a question, listen to them. Okay, now we're here. Now, most programs have something at the beginning that you need to have in each program that you write. Okay, now with Pascal, we have the word program up the top, and then we have a name. So where it says hello world, that's just what the name of the program is. At that point, we cannot use a reserve word. Okay, now reserve words in Pascal are things like write, read, begin, end, var, which is a variable. We can't use those words in the name. Okay? Now, the next line says var. It's declaring a variable. It's calling it A. Now, that's our container. The container is called A, and the type is a byte. Don't worry too much about that. The first thing, then our program starts with begin, and everything between the begin and the end happens here. It says Brightland hello world. Now don't worry too much about the LN. Actually take that out. Take the LN out. And then underneath that line, I'd like you to write another write. So something else will print out to the screen, and then put another one so something else will print out to the screen. So three things will print to the screen. The first one will be hello world, and then you'll put two lines in your cell. Right.
Hello world. Right. That way.
And that's our flow chart representing what you're doing. Yeah, but you need something what it's going to write. So it's going to write hello world to the screen, then you want to put something else in. Okay, now you need to have speech marks there, single speech marks in Pascal. If you don't use speech marks, it'll think it's a special word. It'll think it's the name of a variable. You don't need to look at him, yours is right there. Okay, so once you've written your three things, compile it. Yes, three things, that's why I got on the board three rectangles. Each rectangle is a process. You've got three processes there. Your first one is hello world, your second one is whatever you've written, your third one is whatever you've written. Compile it.
That's it?
Yep. And then to run, okay, so you've got an error. So this could not successfully compile until you're aware it's 7.3. Line 7, character 3.
1, 2, 3, 1, 7. It is a space at the bottom.
That's because you left off a semicolon at the end of that sentence. Okay, you'll notice at the end of hello world there's a semicolon.
No.
In Pascal, this is what I said not to do. Don't tell people next to you how to do it, especially when I'm telling you. At the end of each sentence, we have a semicolon. That tells Pascal, hey, we've finished doing something, now you can do, the next thing you see is part of another instruction. If we don't put a semicolon there, it thinks that the next line is part of that same instruction.
Does that mean it's all good?
Yep, and then you can click on link to executable file and we'll actually run it for you.
Hey world. Hey man.
You click run.
Speaking.
Click run.
That's my game.
There you go.
Add voice space.
Sorry. Then do another write. Okay, you'll notice that if you run it, you'll notice that everything. Hey, good morning on you. If you run it, you'll notice that all three lines have gone across the first line. So see if you can work out how to separate them.
How do we separate the...
That's what I just said. See if you can work out.
Sorry.
I want you to see if you can work out.
Amen. Amen. World speaking. Hey.
Yes.
World.
Yeah, now just type it up. No, I'm just going to pronounce it this way. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, I bet you put in like, hello world, we run. I am a very fast user.
Yours work? Yours work?
How does it?
Yours work?
Did that work?
What happens if it's
I think it just makes it easier to read. Yeah. No, local zones may decide that they're
Okay, you'll do.
Yeah.
Okay, so the word. Did it work? You've obviously said look at the file. Okay, so it says that 6 there you've got an error.
I'm asking questions to people online.
Up there, so everything you want to print to the screen has to be separated has to be enclosed in brackets. Okay, now write means just write to the screen. Write ln, ln, means move the cursor down to the next line, hence the ln, and then write. So that should help you separate your 3 lines of code. The L, did you get it there, Mike? Have you got the 3 separate lines? Or they just told you how to do it?
Oh, I think I had it. I think I know.
You got it?
No, what am I to change thing?
The LN. The
Yeah.
LN makes a new line. Puts the cursor on a new line and then prints.
So to delete that stuff, my sneaky.
Everything you print. Sorry, it's good. Okay, so we said last week that write print as an output. So what's the opposite to write? What's our input? You're going to get left way behind if you're going to talk to each other and you're going to think that you should be showing the person next to you what to do when you don't really know what to do yourself. Okay? I can't keep on stopping waiting until I've got the attention of every single person. We said write is an output. So how do we get an input? It's there in your program. You've got an input sitting there. Read. Okay? Ellie, please. So you've got a read there. That read there is not to do anything. The reason why the read there is because if we didn't have that there, when the program ran, as soon as it got to the end, it would just close off. We wouldn't know what it did. We go that fast, and you can try it. You can take out the readline if you like, compile it, run it, you won't see it run. So we put a readline in there just to hang it, just to make it hang, so that we can. So it waits until we hit the enter. See what happened, Jess? Right. So that readline is just there, just to hold it up for us. You don't have to have A in there. It could be just empty brackets. Okay. But they've used an A in this example, and that's why they had to say, hey, this is what A is. It's a variable. It's a type of byte. It takes up a whole byte of memory. Walk. Bless you. Okay. Is there anybody that couldn't get theirs to work? Cool, laughing. Okay. What I'd like you to do, though, as we work through today, I'd like you to copy the stuff that's in your code, paste it into Notepad, and just save it in your STD folder, give it a name, and if you give it a .pas extension. Is there anybody who doesn't know how to change the extensions on a file? Everybody has to do it. So each time we do a different exercise, copy and paste into Notepad so that once I've got the PAS compiler on there, you'll be able to have a stack of Pascal programs. So you're saving them with the .pas extension. .pas. Yeah, if you're in your text file, if you change it to all files and then just put the name .pas and you wrap it, and boys, I'm trying to tell you how to do it, and wrap it in double quotation marks when you save it in the text, and the text will save the .pas extension. Quickly just change around what you've printed, maybe add another line, just so you understand how the right one works. Okay, now looking up here, please. At this stage here, when we get to this spot here, this read line A, the cursor starts flashing on our screen. Okay, and it's waiting for us to type something in. Whatever we type in, it goes into the variable A. So whatever you type in and hit enter, that value goes into the variable called A. Right, I'd like you to change that word byte, I'd like you to change that to string, S-T-R-A-N-G, string. And then just run and see if it still works with it as a string. Okay, now what I would like you to do is change the second line to a question. What is your name? So the second line says, what is your name? And then see if you can use that read. After it says hello world. The second line says, what is your name? Then see if you can move that read up or put another read so that you can actually type your name in. And then it says, how are you, name. Now, if you work it out, please don't then turn around and tell the person next to you how to do it. Because I could just do that myself. Once you've got it working, copy it and paste it into another text file. Just call them exercise 1, exercise 2, something simple like that. They should be pasted in your STD folder, not on the desktop. So what's wrong?
What was the error messaging? I should have changed that byte to string.
Yes.
So it's really so hello. Hello.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
the user to write in there. It's not you writing a full line in there. It's you to type the line in there.
So you want to be on
Semicolon. No. You just ask your question and so you can type it in.
So read
Yep.
and then anything after.
You're going to move that readline up after the question. You're asking, what is your name? What they type and enter will go into A. So you have to have that readline A after your question. Why do you have a bunch of right there? Get rid of those.
Let me tell you what. How to do it.
So after you've asked that question there, you have to read it.
So then when I type their answer, it actually goes into the variable reason, into the variable that goes into
Yeah. Well, so when it hits readline, have that cursor, or we won't give it a type. And whatever you type and hit enter goes into that variable called A. Okay, so now the next line is hi. A, how are you? So after you get them to type their name in, you then say, hi, name, how are you? Finish Lawrence already, have you? Louis, please don't just show how to do it. Louis, yours working? No. Louis Caldwell, is yours working? Louis Caldwell, is yours working?
No, I don't know the name.
Nathan. Oh, sorry. You don't have to do that.
How do I
Right, let's but not use bracket A.
So confused. I put it right in the letter.
Oh, yeah. One semicolon instead of hello, what's your name? Wait. How do you make the name thing look?
Yours working, Ellie?
I really know how to
So he doesn't know?
in the rate element. It's like that's cool. I brought it. I actually not right now.
Okay, but what's this doing here, right? What's that supposed to do?
It's aiming at you.
No, so Rightland, we've got Rightland and then what's that for?
It hasn't changed yet.
We'll get rid of it.
Yeah, but then I just put one in this line. Like,
The line above it.
so you're saying it's put it like, yeah, but it's like, you know how if you put in the question what's your name?
Yeah.
And then so if I type in city,
Yep.
is there any way I can make so it says hi without putting the actual name in? So it takes it from what I write.
It's supposed to, yes.
So what should I write in
Hi, A.
A?
So, but have the A outside the speech box.
Oh. But then how would I have how are you in speech?
Make a new one.
Start speech box. Okay, so this will print to the screen, hello world. Then what the name will be. Then the cursor will hit the unit will be flashing. And I'll wait for you to type. And whatever you type goes into the very important A. Okay? So you type in L.
And then you go high.
And you, yeah, well, let's just see if that works, okay?
So you should be able to say, hi, how are you? So get rid of the brackets, A, B, sign on. Yeah, so now we'll put hi, then it goes out of the literal, that's the variable, then it goes backwards, and the other one is how are you. So everything you put inside speech marks literally gets sent to the screen. If it's not a speech mark, it doesn't print what you write, it prints its value instead. So it prints hi, then it prints the value of A, then it prints how are you.
Also, we're telling the computer to read A.
Yeah.
And then it's representing A.
Yes, that's right. You're saying, whatever I type in here, that goes into A. Now I'm going to say, show me A. Because we're saying, read is put into A, write is put out. Okay, that's what I was trying to tell you in the last lesson about input and output. If we get our heads around that, then that's what's halfway to do.
Maybe so.
By typing in
Did you want one?
whatever you type in there, that'll go into A. This part. No. You type it in when you're running. It should work.
Did you get your thing working? Yeah.
What is your name?
I don't know.
Oh, right.
I think I forgot something. Oh, sorry.
Now it's pink because you've got that second lead one there.
Yeah, but if you nothing else, it would just shut down.
That's right. Yeah, if you didn't have that read button, you wouldn't have seen high level now. You would have printed and closed off before you got a chance to see it.
I remember making that text-based game.
Okay. How you going, Matthew? All right?
I'm Matthew.
Sorry, no, I know it's Colin. Yes, I was just looking from behind. Sorry. How you going, Colin? Yes, I know you are. How are you going? You getting it to work? I'm coming. Is it working? So you're just being smart enough to and see, how can I remember your name and you don't? How are you? And then bad grammar though. Is yours working, Matthew?
I think it is.
Alright, who wants you over here? It said, please speak to Louis and Nathan.
Maybe don't put line. Too many graphics. Try looking at my one maybe.
Oh, wait.
Because I don't think I could have. Oh no, that was an error. This. I think it's the error.
It's actually from 12 line.
Oh yeah, after that one, amount of my guild is still currently above first. Really? Yeah. Well, yeah. Did you get it? No, not first. Yeah, we're doing it last.
Is there something wrong with it?
Are you in the top team? I was. I think that I'm the top team.
Let's see, no one.
Yeah, man. You could
Do you have the LN on A? How about on the line above? Try removing it maybe.
Sir?
Yeah? No, it wasn't crashing. It didn't have a reading at the end. So after it printed something, it closed too quick before we could see it. We put a reading at the end to make it hang. Okay, but later on you don't have to always do that. I'm going to show you.
I understand what you're
No comment there.
Oh, I added a space.
If you get a problem, it should tell you whether they're already
I tried to go
Okay, now something different. What I'd like you to do is ask the user to enter two numbers and then see if you can print out the total. Ask the user to enter two numbers and then print out the total. And it's no use if you ask them to enter 2 and 3 and you just say the answer's 5. Okay, so you're going to need two variables now. Not A, let's call them num1, num2. A bit like all the guys in this class. Num1 and num2. And then not strings, because we're using them as numbers, we're going to call them integers. You should be able to get away with just int. Don't forget to copy and paste your code to save it. So where it says bar, num1, comma, num2, colon, int. Finish with a semicolon. We always finish our lines with semicolons. Instead of A. Now some people don't know the difference between a comma, a colon, a semicolon, a parenthesis, a speech mark. You need to learn your punctuation, guys. Someone tells you to put, I'm not going to say put in snake eyes or put in happy face. A colon is 2 dots. Semi means not fully, so a semi is not full 2 dots, it's 1 dot and a comma. Parenthesis is the bracket that's above 9 and 0.
But the best version is
Exactly right. But tell the user, hi, enter your first number, enter your second number. Now see if you can do it without watching the guy next to you. And if you get yours done, please don't turn around and show the person next to you how to do it. Okay, you're going to ask the person to enter a number. You're going to store that number into the container called num1. Then you're going to ask them to enter a second number. You're going to store that number into the container called num2.
Am I writing number 1, number 2?
Yep, that's where it says var. Yep. You change the A to num1, comma num2. That tells it that we're setting up two containers. They're both of the type integer. So Eli, if you think about your two empty cans, we're going to put the wrapper, we're going to put the label number 1 on one of the cans, and we're going to put the label number 2 on the other can. They both hold the same type of stuff. Both tomato soup, both Vegemite, both pickles, they've got to be both the same type. So up here, but we're changing the string to integer. I said you could have done it on the one line. You could have done number 1, comma, number 2, like I've got written on the board. Yeah, but so with you could have done number 1, comma, number 2. Because if you say you've got about 5 or 6 integers, you don't want to be writing integers 6 times. Yeah. So you did number 1, comma, number 2, and we'll make both of them. That's what colour we're on the board.
Just like that?
Yeah. And some compilers will let you put just int, some will make you write all of it, the word integer. So if you get caught up there, you know you just got to change it to integer.
Integer. Okay.
So now you're not asking them to enter their name, you're asking them to enter a number. You're saying, please enter the first number, put that into the variable number 1. So read number 1. Make sure you understand a bit about what you're asking them or what you're asking them to be put in. What you're writing to the screen or what's going in. Crash.
What's the next thing?
You still got A up there, Jess. So you guys, that shows me who doesn't listen. Change the A to number 1 and number 2. You've got to get rid of that A up in the variable.
Hey, so.
Where's your computer that you have? Well, what's wrong with that?
Do you write none?
No one.
We're working on that? Is that what you want?
Yeah.
Oh, my answer is not. So, any questions?
Well, I have no question. Be putting in the price at the end of after I've left the
Okay, please enter the first number, read the number 1. Beautiful. Please enter the second number, read the number 2. Beautiful. Good. Not expecting you to get it quite straight away. Okay, so now you're going to work out the total, and then you're going to write the total to the screen.
Yeah.
Okay. So before you write, let's work out the total. Now, let's create another variable, the total. Okay, now how do you get the total?
Right in total.
Yeah, but how can you get the total that equal those two numbers?
Number 1. Something.
We're just adding.
Yeah. Do I just write addition? Or
Right, add number 1, number 2. Close. In some programs that might work. Remember I introduced you to the equal sign and said in our course, the equal sign is not a seesaw. See, Nathan and Jess, I'm trying to help you now, but you'd rather look at fluids. Remember this. Remember I said the equal sign, in maths that means it's a seesaw, what's on one side the same as the other. But in programming, it means this equals means take this value and put it into there. Now in Pascal, we don't just use equals like that, we use colon equals. So we want to get number 1 plus number 2, we want to put that into the variable called total. Okay, sorry, I didn't tell you something, guys. Some of you don't know. Come up, have a third variable. You could use one of the other ones and just override it, but that's going to confuse you at this stage. Use a third variable up there with your num1, number 2. Use a third variable called total. So total has to equal number 1 plus number 2. Just exactly what you do.
you think I should just do total?
just say to me? Before you wrote it, you said, what did I say to you?
You said
Total.
yeah.
What does total?
That's what you're supposed to do.
Total. Ellie, stop texting and get your work done. Total equals.
Num 1 plus num 2.
Exactly right. But we don't just write single equals. I just showed you up before how you want to do it. Colon equals. Yep. That plus. You okay, Colin?
And then
You okay, Matthew?
No, it keeps on saying there's an error in the script.
Oh, you still okay? Number 1, number 2. No, it's not. No, the white space is fine. What does it say your error is when you compile it?
I'm thinking you need to read.
They're saying number 1 and number 2.
310. Get the 3. Go back.
Oh yeah.
How do they say number 1 and number 2?
Try changing that to integer. Integer, E-G-E-R. And the one above it. See, because you've still got it in 2 separate lines where I said to have it in one line, but that's okay. Yep.
Okay, so you need to read 1610.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep.
And then I need to add the next part.
1610.
Does it work?
Everything on the types.
Make the total add up.
What's wrong with that?
Get rid of the brackets, mate. You don't even have brackets. Yeah, no speech mark. You're not writing that literally to the screen.
Is total integer?
No, go back. You've got that in before, so it's going to write the word total to the screen without a semicolon here.
Don't forget semicolons at the end of each line. Yes, Louis.
I didn't know we had to start a new one at 6 instead of that 5.
Oh, that's a total 1. That's a 1, not an L.
I want you to add the 2 numbers.
Yeah, no, I just testing it.
Okay,
We're going to get another variable called total. Total column equals num 1 plus num 2.
Got it down there.
Cool.
Your total is 0.
Okay, if you want to have a look up at the screen, I've written it for you. If you want to have a look up at the screen, I've written it for you. Okay, so please enter the first number. Well, please enter the second number. 5. Total is 17, and it hangs for me. Okay, so I'll give you a look at the code. Okay, so I declared 3 variables, number 1, number 2 in total, all 3 are integers. I said to you, it might play out, not that you put int in, so you need to put int DGR. Right-len, please enter the first number, and then read-len, so whatever they type in goes into the variable number 1. Then right, please enter the second number, and whatever they type in goes into the variable number 2. And then the variable total gets made equal to the variable number 1 plus number 2, and then I write to the screen the total is, and I'll leave the literal, and then I just write the name of the variable, and it prints out its value. It prints out its value because I've got that inside the right little bracket. There, you still want me to come around and help you and explain things to you? Yeah?
It doesn't want decimal numbers.
No, we're using integers, they're whole numbers. The ones that use decimal numbers, we're going to say they're real. R-E-A-L. Yeah?
You need total at the end of the last. After I type the first
Look what happens. Whenever I type, it just locks.
Hey, what's the name of those? You're not adding them. Where's your addition? Okay. You're not adding to the screen. See this line here? So this variable total gets given the value of this plus this. Okay? And now here, I write these words, and then I print that variable. So the total is Liam, did you get yours working? Yeah. All right.
We just have to plug it in.
Okay, see if you can change it to a multiplication now. Should be saving as you go. Eli, do you hear what I said? Multiplication now. Change it to a multiplication rather than addition. Don't close it off. You should be saving as you go. You should have a couple of files in your folder now. All you have to do is change one into a thing. Change the word total where I print on my last line where I say the total is. Change that to product. The product is. Do you hear me, Eli? The product is. Change it because the product is when you times two things. So the product. I've just said it 5 times. Change the word total to product. So it says that the product is. That's right, but I want you to say the product is. Sorry? It doesn't work. Yeah, because we've got Edelin instead of Reedlin. there. It says Edelin, instead of Reedlin. Now you've hit insert. Now do it. So if you hit insert, when you type, it types over the next letters instead of pushing them in. So just hit it again. I thought you said you just did it. You're writing total. I didn't say change the variable to product. I said change the statement that you put out at the end. Instead of saying to the user, hey, the total is, I want you to say, hey, the product is.
Yeah.
Total, why have you got that in there?
Okay. What's 9 times?
The right one writes everything that's inside the brackets. Okay, now, the literal market is, that's what we want exactly with them. And the composite sentences with the verbs. So that should be, like, just after that reading, a really good idea to put through.
What?
Yeah? Yeah, the same column. You used to do that bracket.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly like I said. You sure?
Getting the ball in is 9 times 10 products. 2,500.
Alright, fathers. What are you saying happened on the first part? That's
That one was easy.
You're writing num one. How can it add? How can it add num one?
Okay, so right.
You're trying to add words.
We'll just 9.
Very similar to this.
You just type in, say type in 2 and you say on the second one. Just type in number. You can't add this one.
Write a number.
I don't know. I just put in things that look like
Yeah, the next one you do is
like
okay, then if you've done multiply, then do a subtraction. What's up, Joel? And then do a division. I want you to work it out, Ellie. Please don't ask the guy next to you. I want you to find out for yourself. Try every key if you have to. If you like. You've got to do a division and a subtraction.
Yes. I'm not sure.
All right, have a go. Just try.
Yeah,
Experiment. Sydney!
It's so hard to get through.
Should all know the symbol for subtraction. Yes, Lou.
I can't get this.
Total equals num 1 plus num 2. So what did you write Nathan? No.
Yeah.
Just look at this. You got it working anyway? Is it working? You can't do a subtraction. You don't know what's on multiplication. Oh, really? Yeah. The whole product is 1 and 10. Just a comment between the literal and the variable. Yes. Beautiful, works. Hit enter, so close as well. It will. What are you using?
won't be able to read it.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so that's scientific gravitation. It's 5 times 10 to the... Did you do the subtraction?
Yeah.
If you try to do division, you're going to have to change your...
It's not bad.
If you're going to try to do division, you have to change the integer to a real. Okay, because when you do division, it's more than likely that you're going to have a fraction. It's not going to let you do division with integers. Alright, you've got about 5 minutes. Have a fool around. See if you can make it, break it.
Oh, I can go for
To me, the same is I don't have the same ones that background on this board. It's like, it's a bit like when people go turn to the left. You don't turn the hand to the left because that part might be turned to the left, but the other side's turned to the right. It's clockwise or anti-clockwise, isn't it? Okay, so that's scientific notation. Okay? I'm going to show you. Yeah, I'm going to show you how to round that off later on. Pascal Princeton said. That's what Pascal does. Yep. So you did 1 divided by 2, did you? 10 divided by 5. 10 divided by 2. So it's 2 times 10 divided by 2 divided by 2 power. Yep. And you change them to real. You've got that's called semicolon. And you still got to call subtraction. You're saying the subtraction. Okay, so that's scientific notation. Okay, I'll show you next how to round it off. Okay. Yes, Jess. Sorry, mate. Thanks for waiting. Oh, really?
total.
You should save them so you use them as okay, so that's that one. We use two numbers. This is how close to the left and one and how we put zero in. I'll show you. Well, actually, let's look
put these things upper.
Come around with it. It's supposed to be how many spaces to the left. Come around, Jamie. Take one more picture.
Wait, so and you're not supposed to look at them. I do that.
You've only got a few minutes to go, so just have a play. Not with each other.
Whoa. Crap.
Anybody want me to look at that code? Joel, how'd you go?
Did I forget something? I'm just trying to make it break. And then this is where it breaks itself. Is that the I broke it too.
Okay, you can log off when the bell goes, you can leave straight away. Just put your chairs in place before you